How do the men know again?
Um, her cervical mucus is her getting the
Oh,
discharge.
you have to check. You can't just know by just looking at her.
I mean, you might be able to feel it a little bit because when women are more fertile, it's almost like, just like in the animal kingdom, it's almost like she's giving off more pheromones. They even say that a woman's features soften up and like her skin brightens up when she's fertile, just so that she's more optimal. Like some men will look at her more. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. Like the body does all of that stuff naturally. Like her skin will more clear up and she'll be like glowing, and then if you are in tune with yourself enough, you could even get a hint of her pheromones, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that when she's fertile. But also, yeah, the cervical mucus is one way that you could know. You could tell that just from her. I mean, if you just, put your finger there or something like that. You don't have to put it all the way in really to realize it, but then you also have to be careful because you can't check the cervical position or the cervical mucus following sex, because we have different what is that, juices that come out during sexual arousal. So it's slightly different. And then the cervix after having sex could slightly be in a different position just simply because it was getting touched. You know what I'm saying?
What about scents?
Scent?
Can you pick up on a particular scent for that or not? That's just too much. That's crazy.
I mean, there's no particular scent that every woman is gonna be having when they're fertile.
It's more like you could see it.
Does it become like a little pungent? Their own kind of pungent? Right? You know what I'm saying? Like it's like the smell of fertility. You know?
Oh shit.
Now that would be a very hard one to decipher, especially because of the diets of people nowadays. So naturally, a woman is gonna be more kind of smelling like what she eat, on a regular basis, and then also the amount of sex that she's having. Because if the man is planting his seed, she's gonna be smelling like what his seed smells like, also, inside of her womb. So it's a lot of different factors that vary into that. What else? Good.
Is there an effective way that a woman can wash herself after?
Good question.
To minimize, leftover sustenance?
Good question.
No, not really, because ideally the womb has its own cleansing mechanisms and stuff like that. So you never want to clean, you never want to put stuff inside the womb. Like the Europeans created this thing called douching now, so women do that, but that actually throws off the balance of bacteria in the womb because the womb is already cleansing on a daily basis. That's why our discharge changes and does what it does, how it does anyway. So when we put other things in there, we kind of disrupt that. So most she can do is really just go clean up on the outside, with water. But as far as what's in there, it's in there till it comes out. A lot of that stuff, when you're having sex, like a lot of it falls back out. The woman is supposed to go pee after sex, and a lot of it just falls out. But some of it naturally goes up there too, Also depending on the position that you were in during intercourse, would depend, because gravity, so she's like, if you're somewhere where you're like in it's more of it is gonna go in, whereas if she's like on top, it's more likely that's gonna go up, but a lot of it's gonna also come down gravity, But it's no real way that she can no real safe way that's not hindering the womb that she can really cleanse following sex. The womb is already, as soon as you're in there, I'm not sure, but I heard that it takes 6 months of being with the same person for your wombs to start to recognize that that's not like a foreign invader, and your thing is not a foreign invader, and start trying to kill whatever's going on in there. Whatever gets left in there that doesn't make it up into the cervix and towards the uterus is getting killed by the bacteria because the womb is trying to keep the balance of the bacteria. Because when the womb's balance of bacteria is off, it's when women start getting infections and having smelly odor and stuff like that. And the woman's odor changes. Like sometimes that I wouldn't say that it has anything to do with fertility, but a normal smell for a woman is also a fermented smell. So almost like, you know, the smell of like wine or grapes or fruit that's been sitting for an extended period of time. So kind of like sour smelling, but also not like it shouldn't be like
Spoiled.
like to the point where you just can't take it. You know what I'm saying? Like that would be, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so you got another question?
But I'm not sure if this answers your question too. But also, like the best way to clean herself is by the way she eats too. That automatically helps out, no?
Yeah, it cleans from the inside out.
Yeah.
So what you eat,
What
it
you eat
cleanses
kinda-
on its own. It has its own mechanism. So I mean,
If you fast and things like that, if you have something going on, if you fast, something for the men too. Like if your thing not working properly and you do like a fast and you drink enough herbs, and then action time. Then. So you know, so it's what you eat that could kill you, or what you eat that could heal you too, same way. So yeah,
right. What else?
I love that.
I mean, there are certain herbs that she could take to help balance the bacteria inside the womb. Like that would be like dandelion, red clover. Those are two that go into the womb and automatically start to kill off any bad bacteria. Well, that you consume and that aid the womb in killing off bad bacteria. There's so many things that can throw off the bacteria balance in women.
All right. Woman wellness, man. Let's grow.